Oops. Well, let's see. I think it looks like we've started up. Alright, we're decently centered too. Alright, we'll see how many tries this takes. I'm not gonna go crazy with it. If I get infected, it's not the end of the world. I'll be able to get enough powders. Regardless, I don't want that. So I pretty much just have to, well, that was unlucky. Alright, well I'm already infected, so I'm just going to, ignore my infection. Twitch is kind of, not happy right now, so I only have 2 shots as well, so alright. So, I think that went over pretty well. We're going to get out of here as soon as I loot these guys. My reputation's pretty low, so whoops. I'm gonna save these 2 guys. Alright. Get our reputation back so we can, whoops, loot some, not loot, but, get into some shops. Hello. Every now and again we usually have, a few people in here. Let's see who we get today. I think, one of my usual viewers, isn't gonna be around today. So thanks for, joining in. Hopefully it'll kill some of your anxiety. It's my pup in the background. I don't know if you can hear him. We're not quite at a howl yet. I should probably see what he wants in a minute. Alrighty, so we're Barak Day 5 today. He has... yeah. He's basically like the best thing ever. I'm gonna try to give him something to see if that'll make him a little happier. I just have to get him to go to sleep. He's had a really long day and he's overtired. Alright. But we've got Haruspex Day 3. We have 5. We have 3 quests. One which I might skip because it's the rat races that begin today. I'm not sure if I want to partake or not. We'll see if we can get a big fat rat. If not, then I'll just ignore it for the day. Gotta run around all the shops and get all of our needles. 42 yellow tablets, so we're well on our way there. We'll sell all of our extra pills that I'm not going to use. I have to go back and get all my weapons. I dumped them in the warehouses, that's right. Not the warehouses, the plants. But that's about where we're at today. Our usual folks will probably start to populate the chat in a little bit. Can get some good pathologic discussion going on. Usually I'll do a little bit of RPG Maker, but streaming that I haven't the last few days. So I keep having to go out. Errands to run, family to visit. All those lifey type things to do. Alright, get all our guns back. Alright. What do I even have? Oh wow, the revolver that they give you is 100%er. That's more than I would have expected from that situation. My pup is still howling a little in the background. Alright. Oh no. Do you say you have to restart your computer when that happens? I actually have to get up and poke at the pup again. Oh, you know, he is actually the human variety. I just call him my pup. There we go. Alright. So, now that he's calmed down again, we are back at it. So, I think young Vlad has one of our quests today, so that's where I'm gonna head to see if we can start his a little bit early. If I see some plague houses, I might go raid a couple since I'm already infected, so I can make a powder a little bit more useful than just using it because I didn't feel like making several attempts on those guards. Hello, whoever just popped in. Cruising along. My health is gonna keep going down the longer I stay infected, so we'll definitely raid some plague houses right away so we can take care of the infection. I don't want to keep it around for too long. Oh no, this is a locked district, our infected district. Okay. Well, I'll talk to young Vlad really quick first, and then we'll try and find an infected district. Alright, rifle ammo is the one kind I don't want. Mime performance will always bother me. It should be the pantomime. Let's see if we can trade with this kid really quick. I used a bunch of Meridorms, so I'm gonna take that Meridorm too. Okay.
I am crushed by these walls.
See, the works have stopped precisely at the wrong time. What happened? The ground crumbled beneath the workers. They climbed down the hole and saw an opening there. Seems like the bottom of this creep hole is made of the same hard material as any previous digging efforts died against. A creep hole? It's a whole cave. Those good-for-nothings tried to convince me they had seen a light there, heard groans and muffled singing. Nonsense. Those worker types are unbearably superstitious. So now they won't go down, not for love or money. Not a single person brave enough among them. Turns out, I am once again doing something blasphemous. They have a point. Why? Same reason you're discouraged from cutting dead bodies open. According to them, we're opening the body of the earth, illegally and shamelessly. This sudden discovery has reminded them that Mother Bodho is a living, breathing being just like anyone else. Do you fancy this cave to be part of her digestive system? I'll check that out. If you go down there and find out what it is, I'll make it up to you. How much do you think you could contribute to an expedition like this? 7,000. That is all I can donate these days. And 2 recipes. I've acquired them when the worms were killing their traders. Deal. Oh, and they dumped a bunch of kerosene on me. Okay. We'll see if I remember the tunnel map or not. I do need to get my gun out. Looks like they made it darker down here. I remember it being much brighter in the original. So we'll use, oh yeah, I just repaired my guns, so we're actually pretty well stacked here. I have more shotgun ammo, so I guess I'll use that first. I think there are 5 thugs that we're looking for. And I don't have to find them all. Oh yeah, you did jump up into the rafters that one day. That was hysterical. Wasn't that as Daniel too, who never actually goes down into the tunnels? But you still managed to get down there. Stuck down there. Well, it's not looking like that's where I started. But, and now we're starting to hear our creepy chanting. Just gonna wander around until I find our thug friends. Gotta be around here somewhere, right? Usually you run into one by now. Sounds like I have the sound down a little quieter than I usually do too. So hopefully I will hear if thugs start to attack me. Would be quite unfortunate if I didn't. Yeah. Yeah, that would, oh, Simon the Sorcerer, eh? Would definitely, be funnier to play after, playing this game. Beginning to consider the possibility that they took the thugs out of his run through, or they were in Clara's, and I'm misremembering. I was pretty sure they were in both runs though, but you know. Isn't it Barack? Barack, is it? I wonder what you were expecting to see. Wait, what kind of creature are you? Me, I'm a prophet. The prophet. Why are you here? Can you not hear your father? I can hear him alright, but I don't believe it. It's a trick. Really? A hiccup on my part, I guess. Try listening some more. What do you want? Why are you mocking the dead? Mocking? Who's mocking? Look me straight in the eye. I can't breathe. Listen to your father's moaning. Or do you not want to find out who took his life? Listen closer. Isn't that his voice? Alrighty. That's one of the 2 quests for the day. So this day is gonna go really fast. Yeah, that's the rat prophet. Not a character that you see in Daniel's path, unfortunately, so have you played any of Barack or Clara's path? Day 5, quite an exciting day. It's going to be over quite soon. I forgot I was infected. I should find some infected houses to raid before I get too infected. My health is slowly decreasing. Oh yeah. Yeah, for the stream, I'm gonna do day 7 for The Bachelor pretty soon. Day 5 for Barack today, and then I'll probably do either his day 6 or Clara's day 6 tomorrow. And then the next day do the other day 6, and then everyone will be on day 7, so I'm just gonna go through systematically and do day 7 for all 3 of them, then day 8 for all 3 of them, day 9 until the game's over. So then you can make a comparison of the different paths each day. Okay, we did get the Bachelor's invitation, so I could head over to his place. The Bachelor's invitation, vivifying medium important. Eureka, it seems that the nutrient medium that may produce the antibodies we need is the real deal. There is one way we can attain it, a rather gruesome operation, which is, nevertheless, rather customary for someone of your background. Come see me, and we will discuss everything in detail. I urge you not to linger. Put off any other business you have if need be. My situation is precarious, to say the least. There is not much time left. Because there are a few major differences between each of the main characters' path. Yeah, I was gonna say, I like a lot of the background sounds that they chose for this game. Aside from the menu, which is always very jarring, especially if you've been playing for a long time and haven't done a hard save. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I do need to obtain some food. I'll probably break into a house at some point. Going to stop into this tailor's shop. Yeah, the menu theme. It's just jarring is the best way to describe it. because you're just not ready for it. And it's always really loud too, in comparison. So you're used to all your quiet ambient noises, and then all of a sudden you get blasted out. Okay. The stream is running pretty nice today. I had a couple days this week where it was not running so nicely, and I had to restart it the one day. So once I'm done with my stream, I'm probably gonna start posting all the videos on YouTube. So then I'll have a complete series for the HD version, and I can go back and I have the last 7 days of Clara's Path, and then I'm done with my YouTube series. Yeah, I wish the game was a little bit more popular. Or that more people who had played it had played all of it. There are so many little nuances that are just fantastic. Talk to Daniel.
In order to survive, people need to remain calm.
So you have luckily escaped custody. I wonder if that's for long. Who on earth was so eager to get me? It feels like the style of the Governor Alexander. Respects me. So I'll do my best to protect you from any further persecution, but I can't guarantee a thing. That's fine, I can do without guarantees. I've been looking for you. Why? We need a sample of infected tissue with a higher concentration of the bacteria. A heart would work best. A living one, in fact. No more than half an hour can pass after you extract it, and the donor has to have an early, non-critical stage of the disease. You're a funny man, Oinon. Do you think I walk around cutting people open for my own pleasure? Alright. Twitch is hiccuping for some reason. Kinda strange, but seems like it's okay now. Quite the contrary, I need a heart to make a protective vaccine. I think it would serve our common interests. I'm trying to make a panacea, a serum, a very different thing. I need the disease itself, you need the useful antibodies produced by a living being. I think both can be found within the same medium. The blood of a person of a person infected, but not yet devoured by the plague. The antibodies suppressing the bacteria's development are precisely the reason for that person to not having been devoured yet. Do you really think, Oinon, that people can fight the sand plague? Rumor has it that native steppe people are actually unlikely to die from the disease. I'm not sure there have been any lethal cases at all. Dancers, butchers, those bull people of yours, what's the word? That doesn't mean the infection passes them by, but for some reason the disease doesn't seem to reproduce within their bodies. Perhaps it has something to do with their blood. I see your point. Butchers, dancers, no dong. I wonder why. There must be some kind of pattern here. It's a shame those people are locked up inside the termitary right now. I wonder if that locked up horde could still be alive and kicking. I'd love to find out, and so I will. But that's my job, not yours. You won't find any butchers in the town. Everyone who had escaped the termitary has fled. Not every single one, as far as I know. Someone is still being harbored by a certain sharp-tongued lady. Her name is Aspedy. You can also find dancers in the pub, but the pub is Andre Stomaton's domain. Hell if he'll allow you to open any of them up in front of him. The dancers may go out for a walk from time to time though, right? Okay, I'll find someone. This is the main quest for the day, so once we get through this, we're pretty much done. So today is gonna be a pretty quick day. Run over to Aspides. So if we're wandered through a plague district like I had wanted to, I might just he's not coming after me. I think I'm gonna let it go for now. There seem to be thugs all over right now. Whoops. Did I die of the plague? I didn't save after talking to Daniel. Whoops. So, I either got knifed in the back, I couldn't quite hear, or, the plague got me. Oh, there goes the pup. They made their own engine for Pathologic. That was, about a third of their budget originally, so that's why they didn't have enough time to, really finish the game, so why some of the later days aren't as well put together. That was how most games were made back in the day, before they had big engines, big name engines. Everybody would make their own engine, and it was always a large portion of their budget. So that's why sequels usually got a little bit more if they could use the same engine. Although that wasn't always easy either, especially if they wanted to add more game mechanics. Alrighty. So, oh, at least I'm over here, so I just have to walk over to Daniel's, scroll through that conversation really quick, and then I can go and talk to Aspide. Yeah, it always made a huge difference whether indie games were coming along on some kind of timeline, and their budgets are usually mostly spent on producing the engine. That's why for a long time you didn't really see a lot of indie games until we had
In order to survive, people need to remain calm.
Yeah, it would be cool if they could add mods. Yeah, I think that it would be difficult to go back and do much of anything. You'd have to add your own program that ran over it to change anything, and that would probably be interesting. So you have luckily escaped. Okay, so yeah, we already went through this, so I'm just gonna pan through it. Alright, onward to Aspides. this time, I think I'm gonna use my powder a little earlier. Or at all. Just grab one of everything. Although I could get rid of one of the silver rings and not have to get a rifle ammo. Alright, let's see what we can do here now. Oh, my health was what got us. Shoot. A rat got us. Hopefully it wasn't after I used the powder. So I just have to run into that food shop, get rid of this rat. Oh, my health is basically non-existent from that powder. Whoops. Alright, this might take a try or two. I'm gonna use the powder this time when we're right here. We'll go to Daniel's, scroll through his text really quick, and I mean, I could go a different direction so then we don't have to run through, or I could just kill the thugs. I have enough bullets to do so, so alrighty. Walk around with a little bit of health. How is our hunger? I should probably check first before eating. Oh yeah, that's right, I have no food, so I'm gonna have to lockpick into a house. Maybe I'll do that first before heading out to Aspides. Nothing like looting houses, right? I already got a lot of the fun stuff out of my system in the first few days of the game, so that was kind of fun. I just ran around looting houses and murdering people. Alright, hopefully this is the last time we have to do this. This time I'm gonna save after I talk to Daniel.
What is...
Alright. So right here, we'll drop a new save. We'll go loot a house. Well, yeah, I mean... that's another reason why they spent so much time on Barak's path in comparison. Why he has extra game mechanics over the other two characters. His intro, I think, was the one they had the most fun with. Because honestly, Daniel and his little plague scope, I don't think I've ever used it. I think I was already in this shop, but I'm going to check it again. Just to be sure. Save again for no reason. I could loot this house. This is one of the good layouts. I only have one lockpick, so we gotta make this one count. hopefully we get some food in here. If not, I might go back to that save because I need food. I guess here's another lockpick, so if we do get some good stuff in here, I can keep it and use that second lockpick. So far we're mostly getting trade items, which not necessarily bad, but I need food. That's my main focus. I think I'll trade one of those away first. Oh, actually, I can get rid of 2 slots by using that. Awesome. Get out of my way. Okay. No food here. Hook is always good. She won't trade with me now. Too bad. Oh, yes. If I had more reputation, I would have shot that lady. Okay, that's the one we already traded with. Get some more trade items. Yes. See if we can get a powder. Nope. Always worth a shot, right? Alright, we're getting super close to that 50 on the yellow tablets. Yeah, there was like nothing in here. I got 1 piece of food, so that's better than nothing, but not quite what I wanted. So I might use that other lockpick real quick. Alright, so we're gonna head over. Yeah, I don't have enough reputation to be murdering people in the street, so that's unfortunate. I don't need bullets that bad, so I shouldn't trade my hooks. Okay. Well, it's nice having you around for a little bit. Nobody else seems to be around right now, so I'll talk to you a little bit on the Discord later on, once I'm done streaming. This doesn't seem like it's gonna be a very long day. I always appreciate having extra people around to chat with while I wander around and do extra stuff. finding a bunch of powder trade items. Gotta find a girl to trade for a powder now. I'll take another lockpick, clear up another space. Ah, there was nothing in here. Jeez. Why don't you have a powder? Bone necklace. I want food. Yeah, there was like nothing in this house. Very disappointed. Oh, that's a little bit better. Not by much. Okay, I think I'll probably focus on the quest now. Maybe I'll just blast through the day, get it over, and I'll do a bunch of this stuff off the stream. I guess I might have wanted to go that way. I'll go around the other way just to see if that's a little luckier for us. It was already in there. And we'll just go the long way. Well, this is just as infected, so... Oops. Maybe I should trade for some food. Alright, head toward Aspidy's house. I'll check the tavern for some trade goods. Really quick since I'm here. And we can even save. Oh. I don't know if I have enough spaces for all of these things. No, I don't. Just for these two. Alrighty. Let's see what she has to say. Would you me to do anything special for you, young Barak? As a daughter of Bodho, I have to obey you. The locals call me Willow. Yes, I would like you to tell me how many of you dancers have died of the plague since it began. Only one. The one that was ripped apart and burnt at the bone stake 4 days ago. Why do you ask? And what's that look you're giving me? Why did the crowd kill that girl? She emerged from an infected house, the one that was later visited by torchmen, you know the one. They say your father, old Isidore, used to work there. So they asked her what business she had there. She said she had brought your father a word and a deed. Everyone expected her to die very quickly, but she didn't. Shouldn't they have been happy? Then the townsfolk decided she was to blame for everything, called her a carrier, and then the rumor spread of a Shabnaka deer coming from below the ground, and so they broke her lines and burnt her at this bone stake. But it was a wrong thing to do. Even if she was sick, she couldn't infect anyone else. How come? Don't you know what brides are? The brides who are engaged to the earth, the brides who summon Twire. Yes, I do. You are no mistress. Of course, compared to a mistress, even a young one, they're merely candles next to a bonfire. They do have powers, however, and impressive powers that brides say that our juices flow in such a fashion that we can do no harm. Our bodies are clean. What do you mean by that? If there's not too much sand dirt in our bodies, it leaves them quickly, and we can't infect anyone at all. That much is certain. If the dirt is abundant, however, then it devours us just like any other person. And there's nothing to be done about that. I see. Would you like to come with me? I'd like to, but I can't. I have to stay here until the evening, and I do have plans for that time. A handsome guest in a snakeskin coat has arranged to meet me in the blind backyard. Is that so? I think I know who that happy man is. Don't worry about him. We really are harmless. As a Barak, you ought to feel it. I do feel it. Relax. One of the Odong is in luck. He owns a herb bride, one of the Earth's betrothed. Something's brewing there. Alright. So there are 3 different ways that you can end this quest. I might do Ospina's way. I think if I go out to that worm, I think you can get 10k that way. Let's see what Ospina has to say though. Just for some more story. It's actually later in the day than I could recall, so that's actually good. So then if we wanted to, I did not just get infected. Twice in one day, really? I don't think I saved in the tavern either. So that's unfortunate.
We frequently do good to enable us with impunity to do evil.
The kin is ready to follow your lines, O eldest of the Baraks. Is that so, sister? I never waste breath saying things I don't mean. My lines have brought me to a bloody path. Oh, you were looking for your sacrifice, aren't you? I know. How can I help you? I need a butcher. That's a weird thing for you to say. Don't you really think that your father had such a worthless creature in mind? You're looking in the wrong place. A butcher is but a man. Why concern yourself with men? I need him for other purposes. Will you tell me? You know that I'm making a panacea. I need the tissue of one of Badho's children. What a ridiculous idea. It's not my place to judge what the elder families do, but you are a different case. You didn't grow up here. You only came back recently. I fear you've fallen under the bachelor's influence. The prickly prick that'll bury us all. There's no way in hell I'm going to help him, or his minions. Yet you are going to help me. No, Barak, I'm no fool. I can see the bachelor standing behind your back. It is he who needs the panacea, not you. He wants to offer it to the powers that be along with someone's head. That is the price of his victory. You should find your own path. Pity.
Perhaps turning inside out will help?
Alright, so we didn't follow Ospina. Or she would have told us where the butchers are. It's too bad that we got infected, so I'll probably end up replaying this day off the stream. So I don't get infected, because I don't feel like going back. And redoing a bunch of stuff. When I can just finish out the day. And and call it good. Shoots a plague victim. So I don't need to worry about, probably shouldn't walk into too many plague clouds. But I don't have to worry about collecting items anymore. I wonder if I can still get into Sabarov's on this day. Oh, I picked up a bone necklace. Guess I could sleep for an hour and a half. If I can get in here. Looks like I can. Alrighty. So, Anna Angel. I hope a destitute entertainer like myself would not be crossing the boundaries of what is acceptable. Were she to invite the gallant doctor for a cordial conversation, I've recently become aware of your projects and I find them most intriguing. Looking forward to meeting you, Anna Angel. Alrighty. Should we go talk to Anna really quick? I thought I was supposed to come here first. We can go to Anna's really quick. I don't think we can be late for this appointment. And if so, we'll just have to redo it again. Although I have no idea when I last saved was. I think it was quite a while ago. Probably gonna be a pretty short stream tonight.
They say Bachelor will make a proper vaccine any moment now.
Who are you? I'm Artemy Barak. Oh, I know. You're that terrible killer who everyone's been after these days. The Ripper, that's who you are, right? No, I'm not a Ripper.
What do you all want from us?
You're so unkempt. What's that on your sleeve? Is that blood? Do you know Willow the pub dancer? Oh, I do. What about her? Is she dying? I sure hope so. Wow, what did she do to you to make you so angry? It's not about anger, and it's a long story anyway. She's a truly special girl, a bad girl too. You know what I mean. It's a shame they didn't catch her 4 days ago. I'd spare no expense just to make sure the lewd wench is dead. I'll remember these words. Was she the person who had brought plague to the town? It's entirely possible. She's not from around here, you know. Tell me about her. She was brought here by a kidnapper 11 years ago, and when she was but a little child, she's been indulging in every sin possible ever since. Passionately, voluptuously even. It's more than anyone can bear. and so it's time for her to go. Do I look like an idiot to you? Do you, darling? Not at all. Or would you like to know why I hate her so much? Here you go, then. She had ruined someone very dear to me. Does my story make more sense now? If you're looking for the most vicious creature in town, it's her. The conclusion being that there's no need for her to live. Perhaps the plague is our punishment for her sins. So keep my words in mind, will you? And do keep in mind that I'm a wealthy person now. I will. Alright, let's see if we can meet her now. 'Cause I wasn't seeing her back there before. Don't need to be looting because I'm not going to keep this. I'm gonna redo it for sure. I don't wanna get infected again twice in one day. Is not what you want. Is she in one of the houses? Of course I don't remember, so that's not helping it either. For once I don't remember what I'm doing. I only have one lockpick, so if I lockpick into a house, I only get one chance. Interesting. I don't think she was in the backyard back here or anything. I can look around a little bit. But I am running out of time. My pup is starting to not sound so happy. I'd have to see what he wants really quick. Hi, pup. Coughing a little bit. He's so sleepy. There you go, pup. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if I want to, walk around back here a bit. Oh, there she is. Why are you here? How are you feeling, Willow? Not so good lately. My lips are always dry, my tongue rough. I have to drink a lot. Why do you ask? Can you help me? Yes, I can release you from suffering. Wait, someone is going to come here soon. He's a doctor. Perhaps he can help me. You mean the Bachelor? Yes, the Bachelor. He needs me. Don't let you lay a finger on me or you'll make him very upset. Okay, you two sort things out yourselves then. Whoops. Alright, my pup's whining, so I'm gonna try to finish this out a little quicker. And I mean, we only have like an hour and a half left anyway of the day, so we just gotta get right on to Daniel, and then we'll return to Anna to see how much money you can get from her for offing Willow. Your other two options are, if you do the conversation with Ospina correctly, you can go after a butcher and then take his heart instead. And then your other option is to go head over to that worm's house that Willow pointed you toward. Which is probably what I would have ended up doing, but hello. My pup's a little fussy, so I'm gonna try to end the day kinda quick. We're almost done here. Oops. Getting stuck on the ground. We don't have a lot of time left in the day. I don't know if you can hear him or not. But, I might have to, do a longer term solution than just, giving him a tiny bit of ginger water. We're sounding quite upset. Quite upset. I guess I don't have to check the trash cans. I'm probably going to redo this day off of the stream, so because I got infected walking around, so.
This headache is splitting. I need some rest.
I've brought you Willow's heart, Bachelor. I had no choice. That was a horrible mistake, Master Barak. Its consequences promised to be 10 times worse than I could have ever expected. Her father, the hunchbacked usurer, has lost his mind to hatred. He wants to take revenge. So a profitable deal of yours has fallen through, I garter. That's not the point. The town has lost an usurer and acquired a disruptive gang leader. Grief and barley pale in comparison to this. I wonder where all his madmen came from. Must be his debtors. I don't understand. They want to burn the town down. We'll have to deal with a fire starter gang from now on. I have a really bad feeling about this. Right. So do you need the heart or what? The clock's ticking. Yes, of course I do. I hope it wasn't for nothing. So do I. Okay, puppy doo.
My head is spinning. This headache is splitting. I need some rest.
Alright. I was trying to make him happier, but looks like
The wretched wound has...
nothing I do is going to help right now. So I have to cut out pretty soon. I'm gonna head over to Anna's just to see how much she gives you. But yes, we did make it out of jail. I didn't try to avoid getting infected because it's actually pretty difficult to do that, to get out completely uninfected, so I didn't even try, and ended up using a powder to get rid of our infection. But while I was wandering around earlier today, I got infected again, and I decided I'm just gonna redo today on my own. Oops, somebody's chasing me. That's not good. So I'm gonna head back to Anna's and see how much money she gives you for taking Willow's heart. It was a rather short day. There are only 3 quests, and I decided not to do one of them. So only 2 quests, and they're both very short. So this is one of the shorter days in the game for sure. Willow is the Hunchback's adopted daughter. Wow. Plague Cloud City back here. Jeez. My pup. I think we can lead the rat all the way to Anna's. Yeah, so... Cause what day of The Bachelors are you on? You've probably run into him by now. My poor pup.
They say Bachelor will make a proper vaccine any moment now.
You're so unkempt. What's that on your sleeve? Is that blood? This is Willow girl. She's gone. Or this Willow girl, she's gone. Sweet. Oh, how sweet. That's just so sweet. Damn, that feels good. So what reward did we agree on? Why are you so happy about it? I don't like lewd wenches, especially this one. I've been watching her for a while. She's grown to become something very different from what I had expected. She was destined to become a wonderful performer, but went to serve an ugly freak that had murdered her parents instead. She has no reason to live. Oh my, aren't you zealously virtuous? All in all, I'm happy that she's dead. You've done well, Barack. I want to show you my appreciation. And don't you try being cheap, you abominable freak. I'm not your plaything. 10k. Nice. That's what I thought you got for killing her. So, I think I'm gonna end the stream there, because, oh yeah, well, you're almost here. Yeah, if you saw day 1 for the Haruspex, I went to him to get the blood to save that one guy. I can try one more thing to try and calm my pup. He's pretty worked up though, so I probably just need to walk around with him for a bit. We'll see. Hey, pup. But, yeah, if you're on day 3, you're getting there, so... Day 5 is when everything starts to go really crazy. There you go, pup. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to get going and try and calm down the pup. Yeah, my poor pup. But yeah, on day 5 you definitely can come into a lot of money as Daniel doing that guy's quest. So yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely beware of thugs and plague clouds and rats on my as I replay, and roaring flames, which I still have to try and take that sound bite out of the game. But yeah, I can't get my pup to quiet down, so I guess I'm gonna cut the stream for the day and yeah, see what I can do for my poor pup. Thanks for popping in for a little bit. I hope that your stream is going well. And I guess that's it for what I'm doing here. Although my quest log didn't update, so that's curious. I think I'm gonna hang on until the end of the day and see if the quest log... Because it's saying I didn't finish the quest, which is curious. My poor pup. I can try to turn on some of his little music and see if that helps him. Oh no. Not very happy. He's not out of... He's not had a very happy day. And it's kind of soon for him to be hungry again. Twitch is kind of frozen. Alright, almost at the end of the day. I'm gonna see if it says that we didn't finish the day correctly.
The night has come. The most pressing endeavors of the day were fulfilled at the expense of several lives of your bound. A mime performance at the theater will feature today's events.
That's weird, because I definitely finished the quest, so... I don't know what's going on with my version of the game, but I'm definitely having some weird issues where it's not letting me finish a bunch of quests, so... yeah. So who... We'll have to go out to Laska and give her a powder. We'll watch the end of the day video really quick. I can mute my mic when I play the video, so there's not a bunch of wailing in the background.
So here we are. So much blood was spilled. Spilled? You mean by accident? Something you had nothing to do with?
It had to be done so that we could move forward. We're on the path to victory. Don't you agree?
We are. Now we know how to fight Sanpest for real. False rumors have been disproven. It's no demon. These are just tiny particles that die quickly if they can't bite into hot blood.
People fear Katarina's prophecy.
People only fear bloodshed when it's their blood and their shed.
Blood. Blood is nothing but a nutritional medium. He who sows blood reaps a ripe harvest.
Sweating. Are you sweating?